Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 392. It's still the 2-year anniversary edition, part 2. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with David. What's up, David?
Hello.
Well, two Davids.
Hi, guys.
The other David. All right, so we're gonna. All right, so you are the David's gonna be Mr. Woods because we got two Davids. So how about that? All right, we'll do it that way. Okay, so Mr. Woods. You have seen the Walking Dead trailer. I know you're a Walking Dead fan. What do you think of this whole battle between Rick and Morgan?
You know what I think? I think it's not actually going to be a battle between them two. I think the trailers made it out to be that way.
Oh, it's a fake. It's a fake thing.
Yeah, I definitely think it's been edited to make it look like they're fighting. Because there's some scenes where in the background you see it's in a room and then Rick's not in a room and it's like made to look like they're arguing.
Okay, so that's a fake out then.
Yeah, I think the trailer's very misleading. Yeah.
Okay, and Rick is probably not going crazy.
Well, he could still be going crazy, but it probably will. Maybe Morgan's going to be that voice of reason that brings him back down. Like it would be a nice little callback to how Rick brought him, was that voice of reason to him in like when they first met.
Right.
So I think it would be a nice callback to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel that way too, Mr. Woods? Yeah?
Yeah, I agree completely, yeah.
Okay. Any thoughts on who's going to die this season? I heard some leaks that possibly Glenn does bite it. I mean, I think Norman Reedus had said something. We don't know if he's joking around that Glenn's going to bite it. But hey, Gloria. Hello, Gloria.
Hello.
Welcome to the anniversary.
Yeah, I'm happy I finally got to be on one. I was worried to get to be on any of them.
Cool. All right. We were talking some Walking Dead, and we were talking about, Mr. Woods over here feels that, this whole trailer is misleading, and that it's not really Morgan versus Rick, which that's a good point there, dude.
Yeah. It could be someone else.
That's a good idea. It could be just to throw us on the false path.
Yeah.
And maybe like the whole trailer is not what we see. It's not really what's going to happen. But we did hear rumor. There's a rumor that we don't know if Norman Reedus was joking when he said possibly Glenn would be dying. You don't think that's the case, Gloria, right?
I don't want it to be the case.
Oh my God, Gloria.
I know it's coming. I know it's in the comic book and everything, and I'm trying to be ready for it, but at the same time, I don't want it.
I know. What about you?
Why? Why did I have to have my favorite? Why did I, when I first started watching the show, why did my favorite character have to be one that died? It was like,
Right. Jeez.
Oh.
Gotta be Glenn, right?
So awesome that I couldn't help but him being my favorite character. It's like,
Alright, so you basically don't want Glenn to croak. Okay.
I mean, I've accepted it,
Right.
but like I'm not ready for it yet. Like I wish it would be a while from now.
I don't want Carol to die because I want her to keep making those cookies and like killing people. That's like really cool. Carol's cookies, stealing the chocolate bars, So I like her as a character. What do you think, Mr. Woods? I mean, you like?
I mean, I don't think Glenn will die because I don't think Negan will be in this season. I think if anything, it'll be the finale.
Well, they gotta kill somebody, dude. They gotta kill somebody. Who are they gonna kill? Abraham? The priest?
They could. I think they're more likely to kill Carol. I think Carol's more likely to die.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Here's the thing about Carol. I normally would agree with you. But then they put so much effort into developing her this last season. Wouldn't it seem a waste? Now, this is just me being, looking from a story perspective.
Look at Andrea. They ruined that, too, I thought.
Yeah, wouldn't it be just a waste that they did all that character development for Carol and just to waste it with her death? Now, I'm just not saying that wouldn't be still impactful because I like Carol's character.
Yeah.
But I just mean, I'm just look at it that way. Wouldn't you agree, though?
I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people think that, and I mean, just like Dale and T-Dog and people were really gutted about them down. I think that could happen again with
It
Pam.
was sort of the same way the thing with Beth. I mean, she was very underrated in the beginning, but then her character got very deep before her death. It's like with like interacting with Daryl and all that. So in a way, her character was, a lot of development right before she died. So I don't know. It's like, oh.
Yeah. And you know, Gloria, you're welcome to do an everything after show
Okay.
after this podcast, with your own people to continue the story and the talk about, Rick and, Morgan and all that stuff,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm so happy I got on when I did because, I mean, I've been, all day today I've been watching well, when it was on, anyway, the Harry Potter weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've been doing that all weekend. I've been watching it when it comes on every day. But I mean, they're having like several of them at, all evening, and they've did it all. So now it's on the first Deathly Hallows Part 1. So yeah, it's
Very
almost
good.
it's bringing back all the emotions and the memories of.
Do you think
how
Harry Potter's going to come back to movies with like 3 movies or something?
That special, the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I don't know if it's going to come back in terms of story, like the continuation, like the kids, like Potter's kids, because J.K. Rowling said she isn't. Now she says that she did say that there's a play that's going to be, let's see if I can remember. I think it's from a different point of view or something like that, or it's a continuation story, but it's not. I don't think she said it was. I forgot what the details of it. I haven't read the news article about it, but it's got to be a play. And I'm like thinking, oh great! Like, what about the ones that aren't able to go to the theater to see it? The plays, It's like, are we not going to get to see it, or are they going to film it for like posterity?
I think for Harry Potter, they'll probably film it.
Yeah. Because I'm like, that's so sad. It's like, I was thinking this, because one of my friends that's also in Florida, she's like, well, how are we supposed to see it? We're not in New York. We're not in the East End of London, so we're not able to see the play.
Oh.
So it's like, so unless it's like one of those ones that travel to smaller places, like, I mean, the closest like theater place that we have is like one in West Palm. They have like a theater there where they do plays and stuff. And then they have one in Myers too, but like I'm gonna get like different plays and like a Nutcracker every year and things like that. But if they don't do those kinds, the smaller play theaters, then we're not gonna get to see it unless they put it on TV.
Now, Fantastic Beasts is released, and Where to Find Them is released on November 18th, 2016.
Yeah.
From what I understand, it's going to be a trilogy. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess there will be one every year. Right now, they only have one planned, even though it is a trilogy. They only list one. I guess they want to see how it does. So I'm sure they'll be filming the other 2 as well. All right. Besides that, what did you have for us, Mr. Anderson?
Oh, you shut up with those Matrix references. Okay.
Oh, I am the Matrix. All right, go ahead.
Here we go. This right here is Empire's new cover of their next magazine, which is going to be obviously about Batman v Superman, with actually a pretty damn good picture of both of them. Though I do find it funny that Batman is much taller and more imposing than Superman.
Yeah, he looks bigger, right? He looks
Well, yeah, and some people are like, oh, that shouldn't happen. Like, he's freaking Superman. He should be imposing. I actually disagree, because if any of you read the Flashpoint Paradox, Superman in that one was a skinny guy, and yet he managed to, like, go up against Wonder Woman and Aquaman, who were so overpowered in the Flashpoint series.
Right.
And it really doesn't matter what Superman looks like. His power is still there. and
Right.
it's very evident in Man of
I can see
Steel.
why they say that Batman is just too big because he does look. They should have Batman look thinner than Superman. They should have I understand completely what they're talking about.
Well,
You know, like
this is based off of it's inspired by The Dark Knight Returns, and if you've seen that Batman, he's like freaking huge, and he's in his 50s and 60s during that book.
right. Okay. What do you think, Gloria, of this whole Batman versus Superman thing? What do you think of that cover?
Crazy. Let's see. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool.
And I
Right.
love that. I will say this photo is good because if you look in the background, obviously you got this clean city night skyline of Metropolis. You've got for Superman, and then behind Batman is this grimy and dirty looking Gotham skyline.
Right. That's crazy.
It's again highlighting just how much of polar opposites the two of them are.
Yeah. What about you, Mr. Woods? What do you think of Batman vs Superman?
I can't
know
see
you.
the cover, but I can't say I'm too excited about the movie. I mean,
Yeah, you don't think it makes sense, right?
no, I'm not too excited, to be fair. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm not that big of a fan of the plot of the story, but the characters, I love both of them equally. So I mean, I don't know. I sometimes I like Superman more, sometimes I like Batman more, but it's hard to
What do
imagine
you
them being
guys to turn the attention away to something else? Are any of you guys Rocky Balboa fans from the Rocky movies?
No.
Mr. Woods?
I'm not watched them all. No.
No, you're not a fan. All right. What about Sylvester Stallone? Do you watch any of his movies?
I've not watched his old ones, but I've seen a couple of his recent ones. To be.
Okay.
I can't even think of any. I mean, besides
Wow.
Rocky.
All right. What else do you have, Mr. Anderson? Mr.
There's
Anderson.
really nothing much. They were talking about in
Gambit.
relation to the article, though, the Empire article, they were interviewing Zack Snyder, Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill. And you know what's funny is all the fanboys jumping to this film's defense saying that, see, Zack Snyder knew there was a plan all along for the destruction in Man of Steel, like when half of Metropolis got freaking leveled. And I just shake my head because there was an earlier interview, and I wish I had that link so I could show it, where they never even were going to bring Batman in for the sequel anyway.
Right.
And
Okay.
they only brought him in, I'm guessing, because of the so-so reaction to Man of Steel.
Well, I mean, I was curious about why they did that too, but there was always a plan in place to have Batman vs Superman. If you look at the I Am Legend movie, they had the poster up, and that's what Warner Brothers was going to do as a Batman vs Superman.
All it took was the world to end for them to make Batman v Superman.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it doesn't make sense why they would be fighting, but I'm sure it's going to do well. Not as well as they think it's going to do, but that's what I think anyway. I saw Pixels today, by the way. I was talking about that before.
How was
It was okay. It was good. Good family movie to see. It was good. I wish we had arcades back in the day, where we could go play Donkey Kong and Pac-Man and Centipede and Defender and all that stuff. That would be pretty cool. I'm surprised they don't have that now for kids to do. Everything's just at home, but it would be nice if somebody does something like that.
Yeah.
Have in the high-tech arcade. So, all right, gang, that's going to be it for this edition. We're going to be come back with many more podcasts tonight. So hopefully, Gloria, you could, I don't know if you can, but hopefully you could do the Everything After show with your own group. I don't know. If not, we'll see you during the week. And that's it, guys. Take care. Bye for now.